This white woman scared the shit out of me. This is right. I'm about to go to the laundromat. Uh, this I'm telling this story after the fact because I was supposed to record it, but I ended up getting sidetracked talking about politics and stuff like that. But right before that, right, I just left my apartment and I was going through the buildings and whatnot. It's 5:30 in the morning, right, and I'm walking through these cars, and you know how like he be lights on the side of the buildings or whatever, so they cast shadows and stuff like that. And I was walking in between this car, and I saw the shadow that was ahead of me a little bit. At first, I thought it was me, but the shape of it, it was like how do I say this? It's like it was jarring. It was like it was shaking and shit like that. It was a thin shadow of a person, and the arms were like out and down. So like imagine yourself as if you was like scratch, like you know how like monkeys, like the stereotypical monkey, you know, like they put their arms out and then they scratch their armpits, like it's like that. And but it was like the shadow was moving frantically and stuff like that. It was weird. It wasn't human. Was weird. So at first I thought it was me, but then I was like, it's ahead of me and it's not attached to me. So I tried to follow the shadow and look up to see if it's a person or something. But because of the light from like the building, it was behind the person. I couldn't see them. The light was so bright, I couldn't see the person. So it scared the shit out of me. I'm like, where the fuck is this shadow? Whose shadow is this? Like I thought it was a demon. That's how. If I was like TikTok based, right? You know how like people always catch like the perfect moment of recording everything. If I was recording everything for no reason, y'all would completely understand. But that shit scared the shit out of me because I didn't really see the white woman until I like was like 5 feet from her. And why she was making this weird, frantic looking shadow is because she was carrying this heavy trash behind her. She was like carrying it kind of on her hip and moving sideways a little bit. Man, that shit scared the shit out of me. And I know probably I was supposed to scare her, but no, bro, because I had the ski mask on because it was cold as hell. I know I was supposed to be the one doing the scaring. Oh, that's my alarm. Time to go to work. Time to go be a slave. Um, but no, she scared the shit out of me, and I said it, and I don't think she believed. She believed. I think she probably thought I was trying to set her up or something. All right. Make sure this is actually getting me. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whomst podcast. I'm your host, George Collins. This episode might sound a little bit weird because I'm walking to the laundromat. One of my favorite bi-weekly pastimes. I'm trying not to breathe too much either because fat man walking, whatever. Anyway, it's okay. This is gonna. Why am I doing this? Because, I've been having like a bit of a mental freeze lately. This dude. I don't know. It's one of my pet peeves is when a motherfucker wait for the damn gate, one of those like apartment gates, to open all the way when they could have just drove through. That shit. Just fucking go. It's like, what are you waiting on, bro? I especially hate that when I'm riding a bike and I feel like they waiting on me. Like, bro, just go. Because the moment I pass you and you driving behind me, you're going to be pissed off that you driving behind me. Like, just go. But yeah, no, like I was saying, I've been having a little bit of a mental freeze, and it's been suggested that I should just get out and just do stuff. And yeah, I do. Because sitting in that house all day, the loneliness kind of sits in a little bit, So, and you know how I am. Like, I could deal with being alone. It was my choice. I made that decision. That decision. Once you make that decision, it's not hard. What makes it hard is when like an opportunity comes up, and now your brain planted that seed of like, hey, you didn't have to be alone. So, yeah, but also these last like few months, not few months, but few weeks to like a month, been kind of depressing because of like the election and so like that. And I'm recording this like 2 or 3 days after the results. I don't know if they will change because of recounts, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Honestly, we're so out of the loop because it's so weird. Because okay, obviously Trump right now is elected president right now, and kind of beat Kamala by a good number. But the thing is, what makes it so weird really is based off of what he was saying. Well, one thing, I saw this TikTok, not that I'm getting my news from TikTok, it's just somebody made a comment that made me realize something, is that at least as of the first few days, he's not celebrating. He's very quiet. He's not quiet, but he's not as like talkative like as he usually is. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is edited, George. This is the 24th. I think I edited this around I put the 9th on the description, but whatever. Old Trump was quiet, not because something was finna happen. Well, we still don't really know yet. We still got into January 20th or whatever, but he wasn't really quiet. He was in the process of hiring a bunch of unqualified criminals. So that's what that is. But anyway, enjoy.
Somebody said once somebody changed their habits pretty dramatically, that's kind of like a sign for something. I'm not a psychologist or something like that, but I'm just saying. But it is kind of suspicious because at the same time, why is talking and walking so fucking exhausting? Jesus. Maybe if I slow down, I feel like I'm kind of like speed walking a little bit. At the same time, after he got elected, well, not elected, but like after he won the vote, all of a sudden, if these articles are true, all of a sudden Hamas want to do the ceasefire thing. They talking about doing it immediately, and China's talking about playing along and all this good stuff. And of course, you know, all Trump's fucking dick sucking ass fans, they're like, oh yeah, because they're afraid of him. They're afraid of coming to the room and pulling their hair and all this shit. And it's like, no, it's something way more suspicious. Just the timing of it all is very suspicious. Obviously, I'm not very knowledgeable in politics or how the art of war and all this bullshit. That's not on my bookshelf. I don't know how this all goes, but it's very suspicious. I feel like it's just conspiracy theory, obviously, but I feel like he's doing what he said the left was doing when he lost last time, saying they stole it away from him. So I feel like he probably doing it this time, but actually doing it.
Edit George again. This is 24th. Funny I say that again. I'm not saying I'm like some type of expert, political science or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying I said that as a runoff. But funny thing is, there's a lot of discourse online saying the same thing, saying that yeah, he might have did some slimy stuff. He might have cheated. He might have did some stuff this time actually, and we won't know unless they like pull something up. Like I said, we still got a few more months until he officially president. But it was a lot of discourse saying really downplaying, getting on Democrats for not doing that. It's like being too clean. It's like y'all not being slimy when you know your opponent is, and he will take advantage of any opportunity. He's an opportunist. So why the fuck didn't y'all do that? Like, so it's y'all fault for not. If you know, like remember back in wrestling, remember Eddie Guerrero? It's like if you was a wrestler and you was finna fight Eddie Guerrero and you don't cheat to fight him, then you kind of messing yourself over. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. That's how people was kind of explaining it. Not the Eddie Guerrero metaphor, but like still. But anyway, continue.
Not saying the left probably did something too last time, but this time I feel like he actually was like, fuck it, you know what? It's a game of cheating. which is funny because I just got done watching Naruto, and one of the the first. Let me cross the street. Hold on. So the beginning of the first few arcs of Naruto, once he's like in this class, and they have to. The trick is they have to pass this written test, and the teachers planted students, quote unquote students who are adults who know all the answers, and they said no cheating. They tell all the students no cheating, but the trick is, yeah, you can cheat. Because they're trying to like teach them a way to like get information without getting caught. So yeah, you can cheat, but if you get caught, then you're gonna fail. So that's how it is, and that's what I feel like. That's the case with politics in general. I feel like the whole game is rigged and set up in a way, and you can cheat, but if you get caught, then you're on your own. But I feel like they all like shaking each other's hands, rubbing elbows. They all know what the game is. But if you get caught, I don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? But I don't know. I'm not gonna keep doing a conspiracy with it. But let me know what y'all think. Please comment on the bottom on hoops.substack.com. Please leave a comment what you think about this election, what you think is gonna happen. It's a lot of stuff with, especially this Project 2025 stuff, which I said fucking a million times to go do research on, but I just haven't. But it's a lot of lady reproduction issues. A lot of women trying to do this 4B movement of not engaging with men, not sleeping with them or dating them or anything like that for the sake of, until at least we figure out this whole reproductive issue, which I completely support. I understand completely. Motherfuckers monitoring. I get somebody on, like, put like a little snippet who know a little bit more than I do, but states and the government monitoring women who are pregnant. If they leave the state, if they come back, you have to like check in again to see if you're still pregnant. I don't know if all this is true or if it's true but like exaggerated a little bit. It's hard to tell. I don't know. And I know it's easier for me as a man to be like, oh, but when I say I'm just gonna play the cards that I'm dealt, I'm not even as stressed out as I was when Trump first got elected. Because, how the fuck do I say this? Look, both sides haven't done a good job, all right? But at the end of the day, I haven't died. The shit haven't really affected me. So it's like I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm just going to see what happens. and just hope for the best and just do my best. Now I'm in a better place. I got a little bit more money in my pocket. I could probably make better moves. In December, I'll have enough money to actually get a cash car. Hopefully, I'll make the right move and do that and not be impatient and stuff like that. I feel like once I'm able to do that, I can kind of free fall if something happens. You know what I mean? The whole thing's complicated, man. I'm definitely for sure. I say everybody do your research. Watch behind your back. Not, it's a lot of things, honestly, that's going on right now. We got the government going against us. It don't matter what your race is, honestly. It's like, you got the government against us. You got, as a black dude, you got other black people going against you. It's a lot, man. Just be careful out there, y'all. I'm about to walk into this laundromat right here. I am not comfortable recording in there. I'll probably start recording again once I'm walking back home. All right, so I got here too early. Both the laundromat and Kroger not open. I was hoping to get Kroger because I'm supposed to go to Kroger get some, get some change because not every laundromat is digital yet, which is annoying. It's whatever though. So I'm just out here looking like a damn creep with my damn ski mask and I just look like a nigga. Just super safe, man. Because I know I don't look like one of those, like, those old people that just come way too early to stores and banging on the door at 59. He's like, open the door. Like, wait a fucking minute, nigga. But all right, I got a few minutes before Kroger open. I guess what's been going on my mind recently it's kind of the dating pool. Again, I'm trying to stay away from it. But for some reason, I keep, like, throwing myself into it or allowing myself to do it when I know I'm not, when I told myself not to, when I told myself I need to focus on myself. But, you're human. You can't help it sometimes. So I've been dealing with that. I need male friends. That's what I need. For some reason, I always gravitate towards women as friends, but not in very few guys. I got guy friends, but like, they don't go past like work. I don't have a lot of like guy friends who, it's a cat. Hey, fuck you too then, nigga. Just gonna ignore the shit out of me. I got guy friends. It's just like I don't talk to them outside of like work. I don't have that relationship with that. It's not a lot of guys that I have like that. I don't know why. Probably the reason why. Fucking embarrassing and to admit this, but on multiple occasions, women thought I was gay. Women thought I was fucking gay. Like, he got me fucking questioning. Like, damn, what the fuck am I doing besides just being chill? I don't think I'm doing anything like, I'm not like, well, I smack my lips. I can't help that. I don't know why I do that shit, but y'all be hearing it on here. I don't know why the fuck I do it. Anyway, I don't know why they think that. Is it because I'm chill or I treat them nicely or anything like that? The motherfucker just think I'm gay because I'm not hella, I'm angry, but I'm not aggressive. That's the thing. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. But I think it's fucking hilarious, man. Just like, damn. I know I wrote jokes before talking about like, oh, hey, yeah, because I'm playing with the possibility of being gay. Just like the joke essentially being stuff like, oh, yeah, I get it. Like winter night, yeah, strong man holding you warm in bed. I made dumbass jokes like that, but it's like, no, I've never thought about being gay, man. Come on. Starting to think these women think I'm pussy. I'm gonna have to start being aggressive. Start putting my hands on them. I'm aggressive. I'm a man. I just haven't gotten around to beating the shit out of women. Hey, is that what you want? Speaking of which, one of my, she's not even my friend no more. It's not, nothing bad happened. It's just more, I felt myself liking her too much. And I know how I am when it comes to like liking a woman. And she made it kind of very clear just in conversation. It's not directed towards me, but like what she's into and she's not into me. And me being older, being more mature, I realized that it kind of like pushed her off completely. Yeah, that's a little excessive, but at the same time, I gotta watch my peace from now on, man. So, but this friend, she, during one of our conversations, she was talking about, oh yeah, I like domestic violence. I'm like, what, bitch? I'm like, what stupid shit? She's young. She's like a little over 20, right? So she's, I don't know. That's not even stupid. It's just like, why the fuck? I don't know if at first, when she first said it, I thought she was saying it trying to be funny. Because, I got jokes or whatever. I thought she was trying to make me laugh or some shit like that. It's like, that shit ain't cute. That is not fucking cute. And she explained it more. She was like, oh, no, you more, like when you, like, in bed or whatever. Like, okay, that a little bit. If y'all agree, hey, the smacking around in bed, that y'all agreed on it. It's cool. As long as you don't really get hurt or whatever. But no, she was fucking saying it as if, No, I just like a overly aggressive ass nigga, which is funny because some of the things that she was saying contradicted because she think man who too aggressive is gay, which I don't know. She didn't really explain that, but it's like I don't feel like that's what made me think her saying the domestic violence thing was like a joke because she got contradicting things like that. All right, but she said that. I'm like, that's not cute at all. You gotta drop that shit. She's like, oh, I wouldn't let it get any bad. I'm like, you don't have control over that. You don't have control over it. You don't know what dude is that type of guy who's okay with doing that. And then once you are okay with it, you like verbalize it. If that's how you I don't even know how you verbalize it in a relationship. And I feel like some dudes will just take it too far. And then you don't have control over that because it could be extreme. It can go from 0 to 100. Domestic violence can lead to death. Like shit, or complete, I'm trying to say? I'm just going to say body dysmorphia. No, that's not the word. It'll just change how she look for a long time, depending on what it is. I'm like, you don't have no control over that. You've definitely got to get over that. And once you said that, right, I was like, okay, that was like one of the first red flags. I'm like, okay, I can't. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna be set up. You know what I mean? I'm not finna be the one. Because I feel like, not that I'll play along, but I feel like that's like a setup. I'll say some shit like that, and then I play along and I pop you or whatever, and then now it's a problem. Like, oh, you did it too hard. You did it too. Now I'm fighting people or I'm in jail. No, thank you. But that on top of like just what she was saying, I understand. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Plus, I know with my history, once I feel like I have an opportunity, I'm very, not pushy, but like, I'm going to keep doing something, be around and deal with all the emotions and convince you to like me. And I'm not going to waste months, years, like I've done before to do that again. So that's what I've been dealing with for the last month. And when I said earlier about like, yeah, you could choose to be alone. That's easy. But what makes it hard, because once you're alone and you make the decision, you put your feet down or whatever, you can see couples talking and speaking and doing all this stuff. That's easy. But what makes it hard is the moment an opportunity comes up like that, and even though I pushed her away, it makes it hard because now that seed got planted in my head that, hey, you could not be alone. And now being alone is hard. I don't know I'm not the best. I'm not the best with explaining stuff, but that's the best way I can think of it right away. I'm actually curious, like, going back to the election, a lot of Mexican Latino people picked Trump. I don't understand. I'm trying to understand why. I need to do some research. I got some theories. I don't know if they're right. What do they think that maybe? Because it's a lot of people, a lot of communities. You can just look at the celebrities and whatnot. So they have communities, a lot of discourse without us really knowing. So is it a possibility that they all got together and was like, oh, maybe if we vote for him and show that we support him, then he'll ignore us? Because you think maybe that's one? Or maybe it's some policies, again, that's why the research has to come in. Do they truly believe in his politics and the stuff that he says, right? Like, say, money and all this good stuff and no war, blah, blah, blah. But then that makes me question, even if you do believe in that, right? Like what about even if you like all his policies, a big chunk of his speeches was against you. Like, it was just straight up. It was like, yeah, us black people can be like, oh, he's racist. But it's kind of, you got to really dig to try to find some truly racist, directly directed towards black people. You know what I mean? Not saying that he hasn't, but I'm just saying. Compared to Mexican people or foreigners in general, it was obvious. Like, you ain't got to search that hard to see that he not fucking with y'all at all. Whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, so I'm done doing laundry. And boy, it's like, damn, I really got some fucking eyes on me, man. In all honesty, it could just be my paranoia. Because I don't make direct eye contact with people. Like, if I make eye contact with you, I think you're staring at me, I'll look away. But I keep my peripheral on you. And I think it's the peripheral is like what your brain AI generate in your head. So I keep thinking that they continue to stare at me for a long period of time. And that shit fucking pisses me off. Like these two dudes who was standing right next to the machine that I was using, right? I went to go sit down. And out of all the places that you can stand or sit, they kind of like was standing over my machine. So my paranoia got me thinking, oh, if I'm not paying attention to them, they're going to pour some like bleach in my damn shit or something. And then when my washer finally got finished, right? And I went to go grab my stuff. I went to go grab a basket. This time it wasn't paranoia. I know he was staring at me. I was walking past him. He kept like looking like he wanted to make eye contact with me. And ladies, I don't know if y'all go through this too, but for us dudes, that's like a test or something. It's like a testosterone test. Motherfuckers like try to stare at you so you can make eye contact, so they give them a reason to try to like start some shit. And so I knew he was staring at me. We made eye contact for a second, but I just kept ignoring him. But I kept my peripheral on, but he continued to look at me like he wanted me to look at him. And it's so annoying because it's some tough guy bullshit. It's like, bro, we both at a laundromat at 5:30 in the morning. Like, why are you like this? I know I don't look like nobody. Like, you know, like, come on now. And shit, I wasn't trying to start nothing for real because it's cold as hell right now. It's like, well, by the time I was going to the laundromat, it was like 40 degrees, and he got like no socks on. What the hell is that? They didn't put a fucking napkin over a piece of shit on the floor. What the hell? Anyway, he came barefoot. He just got one of them like slippers on or whatever. Feet ashy as shit. Feet ashy as a motherfucker. If he would have fucking, I forget the move, but it's like, dances when you like jump to the side and the bottom of both your feet touch each other in the air. Like, once he do that, he can start a fucking a fireball. Kick the fireball towards me. Like, ashy as, like, he looked homeless. That's what, like, I get, you get like a very, you get to get away with being a little bit homeless when it's laundry day, because, you're just picking out any clothes, but he was there. I felt like he didn't have no clothes. Like, what are you here for? Like, like, that's how I felt. And I'm like, he ain't got nothing to lose. Let me not. He probably now malnutrition to put all, I don't know, whatever. But besides the staring, it was pretty good morning though. Instacart sent, I don't know, y'all should do this. Y'all, if y'all shop at Kroger and you get Instacart, I don't know if it's for everybody or they just know how broke I am. Like once a month since I moved in this place, they'll send me these like $40 off. But I have to put $80 of groceries in the cart, so it's half off if I do that. So I try to stick to it as much as possible. But yeah, this is like the fourth time they sent it to me. They send it in pairs, so I can do it again next week. This is the only time I've actually been able to like fill my fridge up semi, because it's even with $80 worth of groceries, it's not really full. But you know, it helps for that week and a half or whatever, right? Like right now, I got some essentials, like some smoothie stuff. That's not essentials. I got me a pot for the spaghetti because I've been, for a while. That's usually when I make those big kid. Damn, car. There go another piece of shit. Now everybody waking up. But yeah, that's when I get these things. That's when I make the big kitchen purchases, like pots and last time I bought protein shake stuff that usually costs like $35. That's when I bought it this time with the Instacart stuff. But yeah, I'm yapping. Whatever. The point is, download Instacart, and you might have to like purchase something from Kroger using their app, so they'll see that you shop there, right? And they might send you some promos, and that's good eating. That's $80 worth of groceries for $40. A little bit more because of like taxes and whatever. But like after that, it's all good. Damn, the fucking gate closed. But yeah, try it out. I'm about to pull up at the house. I'm about to walk to the apartment complex. I gotta open up this gate. Hopefully I remember the code. I keep forgetting because I don't have a car. And it's broke all the time. I don't even see the reason why they try to close it anyway. Probably because they know it's not about to rain anymore, so the power won't go out. But yeah, that's it. I ain't really got nothing when it comes to like stories outside of the election. I just want to pop in, let y'all know I'm still here. I just trying to figure stuff out myself. But next month, I keep repeating myself, boy. I'm actually pretty excited to be able to get me a little van or something. Give me a little car. Not to even shit. I might still bike to work, but you know, have something. You know, have something on my own. Finally, learn how to start working on cars. That's the big one. That's the big thing for 2025. I'm gonna start learn how to do my own oil change. Especially now that it's something I can work on and something of my own, you know. Change tires, you know. I know how to do it, but I never done it. So, you know, I learned from physical. But damn, I'm skipping my own apartment talking. But yeah, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. PC.